people, don't let Ortiz people or anybody else persuade you to go anywhere else or think anywhere else. They know what they was doing. They know what they put in their system. They tried to hide it and cover it up, but it didn't work. It failed miserably. And here we are right now. I just want to know, man. I just want a serious answer before I go. Why y'all all got to cheat for me? Why? Are y'all that scared of me? Am I that scary? I just talk my talk to walk my walk. That's it. I'm very confident in what I say. And what I mean is what I say. And what I say, I mean, that's it. If I say I'm going to beat your ass, I'm going to beat your ass. No question asked. That's how real I am. But I'm going to let, man, I'm out, man.
Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. So it's finally official, straight from the WBC. The fight between Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz is off for November 4th. Deontay Wilder is not the person we need to be blaming here for this fight not taking place. We need to blame Luis Ortiz. It all came down to him testing positive for some blood pressure medication, diuretic, and, really there's nobody to blame but Luis Ortiz for this, because when they provided him with that declaration sheet, he should have provided them with every substance that he was taking. He decided he didn't want to provide that information, so he didn't put it on the form, and later on he tests positive for these very same substances that he claims he was taking under a doctor's order. Now, personally, if you're taking drugs for your high blood pressure, or if you're taking any sort of drugs that are supposed to help keep your ass alive, and they're banned by VADA, you should probably say something when they give you the opportunity to say it, right? Because then there's no ifs, ands, or buts as to why you're taking the medication. So it all just looked very suspect and made it seem like Luis Ortiz had something to hide. And, he's cheated in the past with performance-enhancing drugs and other banned substances. So really, like I said before, he has nobody to blame in this situation but himself. And Wilder has every right to be upset. This is the third opponent that he's been, paired up against and, pop dirty. It's really unfortunate. It makes the sport of boxing look bad. And, there's a lot of heavyweights that are out there that are cheating. Deontay Wilder mentioned this, several times in a few videos he mentioned. But, we all know that guys are out here using banned substances and getting away with it. But, I guess the clean boxing program through the WBC, has another victim. So, moving on. And also, I don't know what sort of ramifications are going to occur for Luis Ortiz for this failing of the drug test. I'm not sure if he's going to get banned or suspended, but dude too old to be getting suspended, man. Y'all need to just get rid of him, man. It's disgusting. It's despicable, man. Like, this is the fight we all wanted to see. I wanted to see this fight so bad, man. And, I was thinking that Deontay Wilder would finally be able to get that marquee name on his resume. But now, the WBC has ordered Deontay Wilder versus Stiverne Part 2 for November 4th, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, it's still going to take place on the same day. My thoughts on that fight? We all know who wins this fight. Deontay Wilder beats Stiverne. And you know what? I think he's going to knock Stiverne out. I think he's going to take out all that anger and frustration that he has for having had to deal with the Luis Ortiz drug cheating situation. And he's going to take it all out on Stiverne. And Stiverne's going to get hurt really bad in this fight. Nobody wants to see this fight. We're at least thankful that he's getting this out of the way. So, man, it's really like he's running out of options, dude. Like, there's like barely any like real big step up fights he could take, man. It's like, Joseph Parker. Like, you got to pursue Joseph Parker next, dude. Like, you gotta You got to make that fight happen. That's the next best thing for you. Joshua, I mean, if you had fought Ortiz and beat Ortiz, the whole fight with Anthony Joshua would have been, I mean, that would have made so much more sense. It would have been something that needed to take place next. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was Deontay Wilder's moment to silence his critics, get that big name on his resume, and finally go up against Anthony Joshua in 2018. But now he's missing out on that opportunity because dudes want to cheat. Dudes want to not inform drug testing agencies about what drugs they're taking before the fight. Nobody forgets to do something like that, dude. I'm so pissed off about this shit. And I know everybody else out there is pissed off. But in this situation, man, we can't even blame Deontay Wilder. Like, real talk, we can't blame him for what happened, dude. I don't care what Conti said. I don't care what he said, man. It don't matter. Like, at the end of the day, he should have revealed the drugs that he was taking. And it's simple, man. It's so simple. Now, Romain Stiverne, he's going to get the shit beat out of him. He's going to get beaten to a pulp. He's going to get knocked out. He may never walk again. And hopefully after this time, we never have to see Romain Stiverne in a boxing ring again. Because I don't want to see Romain Stiverne ever again after this fight. And there's talk of Dominic Breazeale, who was supposed to be Romain Stiverne's opponent for November 4th undercard. There's talks of him going up against Dillian Whyte. That's a good fight. That's a good fight for Breazeale. Good fight for Dillian Whyte. But, I mean, is he going to take that fight? Is he going to give up that mandatory? Well, I can't even call it a mandatory spot no more. But I'm assuming he would be next after Deontay Wilder destroys Stiverne in his rematch. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys make of all this information that was released today and the whole situation with Luis Ortiz. I'm sure there's some people out there who still feel that Luis Ortiz is being unfairly punished for this. But, I think it's all just due. It's all deserved. It should be this way. Unfortunately, it has to be this way. Unfortunately, we won't get to see Deontay Wilder's marquee fight with Ortiz and really see how good Deontay Wilder is. And now it's back to fighting cab drivers and Uber drivers. And it's not even his fault, man. I'm kind of down about this shit, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. Again, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this and who you got, Wilder, Stiverne for the rematch. And nobody gives a shit about the rematch. I hope that shit ain't even on TV. Hitman Boxing, I'm out.
And I keep telling these fighters, if you're going to take something and put something in your motherfucking system, we going to know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man. I know who's doing it. And there's a lot of you motherfucking heavyweights doing it. I'm not going to call your name out for various of reasons. But trust me, I know. Any of these motherfuckers that got rage, that want to act crazy, out in rage, talk this nonsense, calling people all the time with the rage, they own it. Trust me, I know. I'm not going to say their names, but I gave you a hint. They own it. Motherfucker sit up here lying like blood pressure medicine. And first off, you got to tell Vada what you own. First off, if it was that serious, why wouldn't you tell them that? Why would you tell Vada that you was on blood pressure medicine? That's the first step. Why would that be a big secret? To sum all this up, Ortiz allegedly talking about he on blood pressure medicine, which is a lie. And if he is, then why the fuck you didn't write it down on the vital sheet? That was easy to do. You're supposed to let them know what you want. That was easy to do, but that's a fucking lie because we know. That's why you didn't make it to the press conference. That's why you didn't catch that flight to the press conference, because you was at the doctor getting IVs stuck in you. Yeah, I know. You were trying to flush that shit out. And then what you really took, you took something else to try to cover it up like a shield, like a shell over it to cover it up. But it ain't no getting around this shit, man. Why the fuck y'all do this shit? And then man, you needed something to beat me, but you King Kong. You King Kong and pound your motherfucking chest and all this bullshit. And who am I? Who am I? I'm just a motherfucker that done fought bombs, right? Leave it up to people. But look at this shit.